Well, hi there, everybody, and good Tuesday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski. It's already been a very interesting couple of hours in the world of weather. Earlier this morning, we had rain and freezing rain. As I drove into work this morning, some of the side streets in Grand Island were like a skating rink. Thankfully, the highway wasn't. And then it warmed up well above freezing. We had upper 30s and lower 40s, and so the freezing rain threat was done. And then all of a sudden, after that, and this is behind a cold front when we warmed up actually, but then further behind that cold front, winds cranking up out of the north and northwest, and temperatures dropping again this morning back below freezing. So it could be a couple of slick spots out there. There is actually a winter weather advisory for eastern Nebraska until 10 a.m. this morning, although rain is starting to wrap up. But there have been some reports of a couple of slick spots out there this morning. Here's something to keep an eye on. But again, that precipitation is pushing eastward. We'll be clearing up the skies here after a couple of hours of clouds early in central and eastern Nebraska, and then maybe a couple of late day clouds in northern portions of Nebraska. Those strong winds initially this morning should start to calm back a little bit later on today as a warm front lifts through the area, and those winds will become more southwesterly with time after initially starting off northwesterly. Heading into tonight, not that bad temperature-wise, 20s and 30s as clouds will be on the increase ahead of a cold front that'll start to enter the picture in northern Nebraska tomorrow morning. Could be some snow initially tomorrow morning. Not really expecting much for precipitation, but what will happen is that cold front will dive southward during the day tomorrow. The clouds will stick around and temperatures will drop during the day. Still a little bit of a chance of snow up there in far northern Nebraska even by tomorrow evening. In fact, the rest of us actually have a chance of snow tomorrow night as a weak disturbance makes its way through. It's not looking like much at this point. Now, I'm going to show you our future temperatures here. Watch how things kind of drop initially this morning and then rise later today from the southwest as that warm front starts to lift in. So places to the northeast could be much colder in the 30s. Meanwhile, we could see some 50s in the southwest and 40s in between here. It's very tough to say exactly how much warming will take place. Right now, it's looking like upper 30s or lower 40s around the Tri-Cities, but again, there's such a wide range in temperatures, this forecast could end up being off by several degrees in many locations. Then tonight, again, not a big drop temperature-wise as those clouds increase 20s and even some 30s off towards the south. But that's about as good as it gets. Look at northern Nebraska, single digits and teens, and that cold air is diving southward during the day on Wednesday. So falling temperatures and much worse conditions later on in the day with teens and 20s by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it continues to get colder heading towards 6 o'clock in the evening. Winds will also be a little bit breezy out of the north during your day on Wednesday. So looking at that 7-day forecast, again, enjoy today. It's not going to be overly warm, but better than what's coming here the rest of the day. Again, we'll see plenty of sunshine today, more clouds tomorrow. That slight chance of some light snow Wednesday night, very early on Thursday morning. Mostly going to be before midnight. It doesn't look to be much at this point here. Again, the cold air settles in Thursday and Friday. And then big question marks right now at that Friday through Monday time frame, often on chances of precipitation. Basically, what's going to happen is there's going to be an area of low pressure off to our southwest that's going to kick in several disturbances that will lift northeastward into the area. Right now, most forecast models are keeping the better chances to our southeast, but there's still a few that want to keep the better chances closer to us and actually bring us pretty decent snowfall. So right now I'm still going to go with just 20 to 30% chances. Mostly snow in there. And Friday night and Saturday morning, we may get a break much of the day, Saturday and Saturday night. And then Sunday night and Monday, and maybe another round making its way through. But this one I'm throwing in actually a mix of precipitation as we may see some temperatures a little warmer, and so it may not just be snow, but maybe some rain, maybe even some freezing rain at times here. And one thing I'll also mention, especially in the southeast parts of the viewing area, we are going to have to watch that freezing rain threat a little closer. But again, a lot to be ironed out with this part of the forecast in the coming days ahead. There are some major question marks. The good news is down the road, maybe next week could be a warmer week ahead of us here. There are signs of a nice little warm up, although if there is any snow on the ground, that could potentially keep things a little bit colder. But again, yeah, watch this forecast over the next couple of days as we get things figured out. So there you go. There is your forecast for today. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski. Hope you enjoy your Tuesday.